3 against me.
Now Margie's gone.
Cookie is back.
And now Margie's
All of
gone.
that. I don't know what this is. Somebody says lead meeting. I don't want to lead the meeting.
Cookie, good morning.
Hello, I finally got on. Good morning.
Morning.
The only one that has such trouble. I don't know.
You know what you have to do? What I have to do is send myself the link. Do a control.
I don't know.
Do a cut and send myself the link, and then I can get my mail through my cell phone and tap on that link from the email I sent myself, and now it's a real link I can tap on.
So how come I don't have to go through all that?
Just make it larger.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm here.
I don't know.
I'm here. Good morning, Cookie.
Good morning.
The link that Ellis sends does not have the underline. It's not a real link.
That's what I told him. That's what I told him.
I don't agree, guys. I say yes, and it goes right to my calendar. I click on the link in the calendar and it comes on.
Yes, because when you move it to the calendar, it becomes a link.
There, that's what's happening. Okay.
Yes.
So you got to save it to the calendar.
Just to point out, you're all being recorded. So yeah, if you want this all on the minutes of the meeting, off you go.
Good morning, everybody.
No problem.
Morning.
Good morning. Where's my coffee, Nunzio?
You know what? I also have a spot right next to I'm in my bed.
Ooh.
Okay. So there, I have a nice big bed. There's another cup of coffee in the pot. Come on over. You're all set. I'm in Lake Elsinore, by the way.
Yes, it's all on the recording. Poor Ellis is having a heart attack.
I don't care if it's on the recording. I need to start this meeting because some of us have got to go to work.
Yes.
Okay. 100%. Let's do it.
For it.
And we've got an awful lot to get through.
Oh.
Right, we'll start with the minutes of the last meeting. We don't have them. The recording is online. Anyone is welcome to go and see it. It's open to everyone.
Where is it?
We don't have them because we didn't have a secretary, because as soon as March, the whatever was over, Al Martinez resigned and he could transcribe the meetings. So and I didn't do it because I can't do everything. Next, we've had an election. Of the 6 people that ran, that was us. We could do with another body. Yeah. If anyone knows anyone, that would be good. Someone that can actually do something.
And we need a secretary.
Did Robert resign as well?
Robert decided not to run, and so did Al Martinez.
Did I run?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We all ran.
Yes, you did. I know you didn't mean. I know you didn't mean to, and you wouldn't really run for any body that has meetings before at least 12 o'clock. But
you got it. But I have another one after this, so
let's go.
Setting aside the minutes of the last meeting, this also by definition becomes the organizational meeting after the last election. So we'll get that to that afterwards, but first of all we'll deal with Gene and Gene's financials. Anything to report, Mr. Gene?
Well, only that I've emailed you 3 months worth of financials, and in that time period, there have been no income and no costs. So everything is exactly the same for those 3 months, and our balance is unchanged from February, and that's the report.
no interest?
That there might have been some 17 cents per month, but it hasn't triggered a $1 increment yet.
Ay, ay, ay.
Well, that's hilarious.
Okay. So the financial are done, and all of those are done. Yeah, we didn't make any money. We didn't lose any money.
Exactly.
And as of the last accounting, we have $33,360 in the bank. So we're all going out for dinner. Yeah, I thought that would wake you up.
I thought it's more like a cruise.
There,
No.
I go for that, Nunzio, yes. I agree with that one. One where I don't have to work on it.
Okay.
You wouldn't know what to do if you were not working.
Well, that's
Internal-
probably true.
Let's move on to the internal elections of officers and positions, and we'll start with the really, really worst one. Yeah, the really worst one, and that will be the secretary.
That's what I said. We have to get that guy, Kevin Cronin, who wanted to come on the board, whoever he is.
I don't know who he is. I don't have a number for him. Maybe Nunzio knows who it is.
I'm
He
not.
wasn't at that meeting. Someone nominated him from the floor, and I don't know who he is.
Nobody seems to have
I
his
don't know
number.
either. I don't know who he is.
Gene,
Did
do you know
anybody
who he
look in
is?
the, anybody
I
look in
do
the bridge
not.
book? Hey,
I
guys,
did.
did anybody look
I
in the Laguna Woods Bridge book?
Yes, I
It's in
did.
there.
I
He
could
should-
look him up in the roster and give him a call and see if he's
It's
interested.
He starts with.
I tried that, Jim. Those numbers are non-existent anymore.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna be at in Laguna Woods on Friday, so I will kind of don't I approach a few people to see whether they might be interested in coming on.
Or we can have somebody that's not from Laguna Woods that's in the area would be better. Maybe
That would be much.
instead of everybody from Laguna Woods, but that's.
No. I mean, like I said, we can all ask wherever we are.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can take care of Laguna Woods on Friday because I'm driving over there Friday.
Are you coming Sunday?
You know what the deal is, Marjorie? I'm coming from all the way from Lake Elsinore.
Well, I'm just saying
People
that's our
have to-
first live unit game back. We're having
That
our
would
first
be-
live.
You know
He
what? I
doesn't
am
have-
going to try and see if somebody, wants me for Sunday because I think it would be great if I can come to the unit game. I would love to. But again, it becomes a little expensive for me just to kind of show up.
Call Land Nixon.
What is it?
Okay.
I
So
would be-
now we've avoided discussing which among us is going to be the secretary.
Yeah.
Let's get back to it.
Ellis, I will volunteer to take the minutes for this
You
meeting.
will? God, what a guy.
Okay.
Yay, Gene.
If Jeannie's volunteering to take the minutes for this meeting, the process will be I will put the recording on YouTube and you can run through it and
Edit it.
just report the salient points. Okay.
Excellent.
And for the moment, we until we can get something permanent, we're going to have probably a revolving secretary.
I should ask how to access
Probably
it. on
against the rules, but
Wait,
that's
wait,
what we're doing.
Gene wants to know how to access it, he said.
Okay. Treasurer,
No, Gene says he needs to know how to access.
It's the
I will
record.
send him a link.
Okay,
YouTube. Okay.
I will send you the link, the same as I did with that. I recorded it, uploaded it to YouTube, sent you a link. You get to. Yeah, I actually don't make these public unless, like I think the last one I made public because we didn't have any minutes.
Okay.
The purpose of the minutes being just so we can go back and make sure we know what we discussed and what we agreed to,
Well, no.
as
Okay.
opposed to just having pretty pictures on a website. Moving up that list, treasurer.
What about,
You happy? Carry on with that.
didn't we just discuss that?
Yes, you're carrying on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Gina's the treasurer. Vice president.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Oh, you are? Okay, we sure. Moving right along. The total enviable job of vice president that gets to do nothing except as the president is the way they get to run the meeting.
That's not true. When I was vice president, I did a ton of work. So,
But it's not official vice president work. You did a ton of other work. Anyone want to be the vice president?
who wants to be president? Nunzio, you said you wanted to be president. Do you want to be president? It means you have to come to these meetings and you have to come to the unit gate, put out the sign.
That's a little tough. Okay.
You said you wanted to be
I guess I
president.
could volunteer for the vice president, be able to do some, whatever. Don't know all the responsibilities, but I'm sure Ellis can kind of guide me, be able to do it that way.
I believe that, I don't know if you've still got it, but everyone that came on the board got a folder with the job descriptions in it. And everyone, when they're finished on the board, is supposed to give it back. My guess is Al Martino still has one, and Robert probably still has one.
I never got one,
I never got one either.
I might have some in my
but I
cupboard.
don't want one.
I'll
It's
have
okay.
a look.
That's not, we don't want to know our responsibilities. We just want to
Okay,
do
well, if
them
you
when
don't
they
want to
come
know
up.
it, but if you read that, it's actually in there. If we've nominated Nunzio as the vice president,
All righty.
okay.
I so nominate.
Do we have a second for that?
I second.
Second,
Second,
Okay. Did we nominate Margie as the education chair?
yes.
That would be fine. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Second.
second.
Yes,
All in favor?
yes.
Okay.
Aye.
Anyone want to be president?
No,
I
Well,
nominate Alice.
you
as
got it
president.
well organized, Alice. So
I will carry on being president, but I will put
no, he can't. He's fed up with the go to woods and then he won't.
I will put one caveat on it. I'm really looking.
All right, for now, you're president. We'll work on it. Let's move
I'm
on.
really looking to change what I'm doing and how I'm doing it by the end of the year. So I'll
Okay.
put the caveat that the end of the
Okay.
year is where I whatever possibly until the next election, but
Okay,
that election will be on time. There will be no more waiting 3 years to have an election because of COVID. Yeah.
all right,
Okay,
move it along.
Okay, moving right
Cookie and
along.
I are
So
at
we have a
large.
president, a vice president, a treasurer, a secretary, and educational chair.
good.
Number 3 on my quick list is the payment to Laguna Woods for membership reimbursements. The history behind this was that the unit has always paid for the people that signed up for Learn Bridge in a Day, the ones that did the first course and started the second course, their first year's membership to the ACBL. Certain things happened in the arrangements for Learn Bridge in a Day that we did this year, which were kind of not according to the agreements that we had. Like Roberts was at this meeting and he did promise us that we would have the income from Learn Bridge in a Day and we will pay the teacher and we would do the reimbursements. We've never had the income. The other thing which was part
So
of the
that's the
agreement.
vice president duty to try to get us our money, Nunzio.
No, stop.
Yes.
Stop. Before we send Nunzio off on the forlorn hope of getting money out of the good woods, which I doubt will ever happen. I think we need to decide a couple of things, but first of all, I want to go just so we know where we stand. The other thing was the unit always got the membership names and signed the people up. I don't know what happened, but Robert is no longer a part of that, and no one knows what's going on. but people will sign up themselves and then they collected names afterwards. I've got no idea. Instead of this being 15 or 20 new numbers, Linda Ryder sent me an email with 5 on it, which I will forward to Gene. And we will reimburse the membership, which is roughly $50 a shot, which is $250. So unfortunately, Gene, your financials are going to change. We're going to have a check going out.
Okay, did you think the total is set 250? Is that what I
Yeah,
heard?
I spoke with Linda again this morning, emailed with Linda, sorry, again this morning. I've got the 5 names. I thought there were more. I don't know how this happened. Basically, it was disorganization on their part because we were uninvolved in the carry-on classes. Next time, I spoke to Bill Shane as well this morning.
No, it needs to be
Next
nailed
time,
down next time.
whatever agreement we have to do it is going to be in writing and we will follow it. Because we can't have this like we do know,
Right.
we don't know. It's nonsensical. It's
At
not
least
that
it has to be
we want
well
to,
documented.
as a
in
unit,
minutes.
we want to support them. Yeah, so it
Yeah.
needs to be organized. So it's going to be organized.
Okay, do we know who the check will be written to?
I'm assuming Laguna Woods Bridge Club, but
Yeah.
Oh, no, unit first.
yeah, it's not going to the. I don't think it's going to the individual people, but maybe it is.
Okay, I'll confirm that.
If I were you, before you send out the check, double check with Linda. Okay, and I will send you the copies of the people that she sent me that have signed up.
Okay,
Yeah, and there's another one for. I think Alan Flower's mother was supposed to get one as well, and she's not on the list, so that might be 6. Okay. So we've agreed that Gene will phone Linda and he will get them out a check, which will probably be $250 or $300 or thereabout. And this unit also right here agrees that before we do the next promotion for Lone Bridge in a day, our organizational structure with Laguna Woods will be agreed in advance in writing so we can follow it through to a letter. Do I need a second for that motion? Yes, I do.
I would second that.
Okay,
As
all in
treasurer.
favor? Everyone in favor of that motion?
Yes,
Yes,
That we
Yes.
give them $300 and get the next one put in writing? Good.
yes.
yes.
Okay. Unit game, 12th of June. Welcome back, everyone. We sent out a flyer, $8 a head. The big question is this particular unit game stands at our regular times. If we want to hold it in future months, for the moment.
No, it doesn't do it. I have to correct you. It's not our usual times. We did it at 1. This is at 12:30.
Okay, Margie, it's normal club times. Like, let's not get intricate for
No, I
half.
just wanted to tell you it wasn't normal unit times. It's the game.
Okay, there's a flyer. People will read it. It's
just wanted
normal.
to be clear.
It's more or less normal club times. Game time starts at 12:30.
I
Okay.
want Nunzio to show up.
Do you know each other?
Going forward.
Like I said, I'm going to work on showing up. How's that?
Okay.
Okay.
Going forward, we may not have permission to run at 12:30. We might have to run at like 10 o'clock in the morning. The club are happy to do that with us so far as I know. Are we as a unit happy to run our unit game at 10 o'clock in the morning on the second Sunday? So I need a consensus from the unit board from that. I'm quite happy to do that.
I don't think it would work so well. What I suggested is that maybe we do it a little bit like at 11:30 or something, because we can
Well,
have
I
maybe-
know that Raquel was getting 9 tables in that game, and she's decided not to run her game anymore. Yeah, and I have a feeling that we'll probably be able to get some. We'll probably get somebody's 9, 10, 11 tables. It might build up. But
She is
that's what I
running,
know.
she is still running her game. She's running it out of her building unit. building clubhouse. By the way,
She was what? I didn't
She's
understand.
running it out, like out of her, like we have a
rec
clubhouse.
room,
The
the
rec room.
clubhouse rec room.
She's running it.
Fine, but I've got no idea why she felt she couldn't use the club anymore. I think it became too expensive for her.
I think that, even though we're not supposed to use the rec rooms for profit where we live, I think that just became where she could get the money and not have to pay, for it, in my opinion. That's my guess.
I don't know. I don't count anybody else's money. I don't know why she stopped doing it, but that game was building up. So that's what I know. We don't necessarily have to decide that now, but we have to decide that pretty soon.
Okay, so I'd
Who's
like
the
to
board?
discuss a couple issues related to it. Am I in charge of food with Cookie?
Of course.
Of course, okay. And
So did I. You go on with your issues, and I'll go on with mine.
I want to say who's going to direct the game.
Okay, you're on my. You're encroaching on my list. What's on your list?
Well, you had me make up the flyer and get it organized. You told me I'm
Okay,
in charge of
organization is
the
actually
game,
pretty
so
simple.
I'm trying to organize it.
Ginny Blitzman is being Ginny Blitzman. I spoke to Bill this morning. Oh, you can't use our computer. You can't use our Bridgemates. Yeah, it's like I think she's feeling encroached upon because this is her territory or something. I didn't want to have a fight with her yesterday. I was in the club. So I left it. I spoke to Bill Shane, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I've got like 50 Bridgemates in the cupboard. Yeah, I've got computers. I've got everything.
But our deal is that we're supposed to be able to use their stuff, and they're fighting with
Margie,
us. That's all.
Margie,
Yeah.
we're having a unit game. We haven't had one for 3 years. You know what? I'll use my own computer. Nothing will
I
happen.
understand.
Let me ask you a question. So you're using all of your stuff. Laguna Woods Bridge Club doesn't want to do anything to help us. Do we have to pay them any money at all?
This is very interesting. They have no idea what they ought to charge us for this. So the world has changed and the world has turned. The history behind all of this was we used to pay them $15 a month. Then it went up to $25. Then we kindly added $100 a month on for their dealing machine. So that was $125. We always paid GRF for that room. You know? So all of a sudden it was whatever to GRF plus 125, and then they decided, oh no, let's charge them real rent, so they added on whatever. Currently we're not paying GRF for this because Laguna Woods are using the room. Yeah. And the club hasn't actually asked us directly for any money. Yeah. I've got no doubt that someone on the board, I don't even know who's on that board, will wake up to it one day at some point and say, oh, look how much money they're making. They're going to give us some money. No. Forgetting the fact that, we
I'll be happy if we make, I'll be happy if we make the 19 cents.
But I'm sure that will happen in the future. At the moment, no one's actually asked for any money.
No.
Directing. We always used to use Alan Flower to direct our unit games. In general, if we carry on, I'd like to ask Alan back. I'm happy to do it once, because there's no reason for me not to. And I won't charge as much as Alan. We do have somewhere in our documentation, we do have a thingy which is for director reimbursement, and says how much they get paid, if they have 1 section, 2 sections, blah, 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 if they make up the boards. Again, making up the boards. Given that we're not paying Laguna Woods any money to make up their boards, even though we did to make up boards, or for their dealing machine, I suggest I make them, for this game. It's not a big deal, It's 3 or 4 sets of boards. It's not a big deal. what we want to have is an enjoyable unit game and get it running. And you know, if we make some money, we make some money. If we don't make any money, we don't make any money.
Can I ask a question? Did
Yes.
I just hear from you that Laguna Woods Bridge Club is not willing to help in any way to get this unit game moving along?
Well, they're going to give us the room, and they're making announcements or whatever. Ginny Blitzman is the manager of the club, and is being, you know, territorial. I'm the manager. Okay, Ginny, I know you're the manager, but will you always use that computer in your bridge mates? Well, I don't care what happened in the past. Okay, Ginny, I'm going to play bridge. Yeah, we can discuss
wait,
it later.
just-
I'm not interested.
Just
She
tell me
wants
that.
clarification, okay?
So she wants clarification. So Bill will talk to her, and I spoke to Bill. Yeah, the point is we should all be helping each other in every we can, but this is Ginny. She wants to be in charge. I think Ginny's actually a little bit peeved that we didn't ask her to direct the unit game, which is the most important director in the Woods. I have a feeling. Yeah.
Okay,
But to
but
be honest, if we have a director other than me doing it, it's going to be Alan Flower, because that was always
If
his.
he still can, he's taken some other things. You have to
Until-
check with the schedule.
Until
and if
Alan
he takes a
was,
shower,
until Alan was ill. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but every unit is like a club. We have a club sanction number to run unit games. Alan was our club manager. And after he was in, he stopped doing this, and then there was COVID and whatever. But you know,
He still has a
Yeah.
lot of health issues and he hasn't shown up a couple times for
I
directing.
understand, which is why I'm doing it. But there's absolutely no reason, other than if we decide not to give Alan a job back eventually. Yeah, I wouldn't like, I would not like to be in a position where I'm taking money out of people's mouths just like whatever. So
it goes back to my question. Did you hear that Laguna Woods Bridge Club is
Now,
not?
try not to make
Oh.
an issue out of that.
no, this
Ellis,
is just Jimmy Blitzman being Jimmy Blitzman.
Ellis, I'd like to volunteer to talk to Ginny and try to establish what this GRF is going to charge us, and
No.
if she has
No.
any.
No.
Don't talk
No.
to Ginny about any payment.
Hold on a second, you guys. They have a
You-
board of directors,
Right.
and
Okay.
they are the ones who direct Ginny,
Right,
not
Ginny.
you or me or Ginny.
Oh, then I should talk to Bill Shane.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've spoken to
That's
Bill
where I
Shane.
was
Bill,
going
I've
with-
already discussed this with Bill Shane at 7 o'clock this morning,
And what
Except
did he
that you
say?
still don't know. what the
and Bill will
GRF
deal
is
with it.
charging.
It's just
You don't know what the GRF is charging. You
Hold on
don't
one
know if
second.
the Laguna Woods is going to charge
All right,
anything.
hold on a
These
minute.
things have to be established.
It isn't for
Okay.
Ginny to tell us she won't help. That's my
okay.
point. The board.
Okay.
GRF are not charging anything, and I don't
Oh,
want to
no,
rock this
that's
boat.
not true. That is not true. They charge for every use of that club, and they will charge something, I assure you.
I guarantee you they're gonna charge, when we have a list of how many people came to our game, we're gonna have to pay whatever we normally pay them.
Yeah,
My
it's like
opinion.
$5 a person.
Again,
So,
let's just stop this. Yeah. There are payments to GRF which are about guest lists. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
No one's asked us for that money.
But they will, is what Gene's saying.
No one has asked us for that money. Exactly the same as when we had the sectional, which was done under the auspice of
The
thingy,
Bridge Club.
of the Bridge Club. No one asked us for the guest fees in a way which was relevant. John
But you
Luby,
can't conclude that
John
that is not
Luby,
a requirement, though.
John
I agree with
Luby did the accounting in such a way that we probably paid a third of what we should have paid.
Well, Gene's just right. We're gonna end up paying something, so we should be
Now,
aware.
if
We don't
we
know
have
what it
to
is.
pay $5 per guest, then we have to pay it.
Yeah.
But
I
on
think
the
we
other
should.
hand, we're not paying $385 as rent, which is what we were doing before. So we'd like to run a unit game, and you know what? Our unit games haven't made a profit for 5 years.
That's why you need to know these costs.
And if they show a loss because we had to pay a little bit extra for a game, but we ran a service to our members, it's not the end of the world.
So I guess the question that I have is, like Gene, I think, was alluding to, is do we want to know ahead of time what the cost might be, or are we just willing to accept whatever they come back to us about that we owe them?
Can I ask, who's the we? Is it GRF or is it the Laguna Woods Bridge Club that you're talking about collecting?
Well, how was
It's
it done
both.
in the past?
It's both.
Was it both?
Both.
So
It
we're
should,
gonna have
wait a
to-
minute, wait a
In the past, we had the room second Sunday through GRF, and we paid GRF. It's on the financials if you go back.
GRF, not the Bridge Club.
No,
We-
but then we changed it. But
Yeah,
then we
okay, you're
changed
right.
it.
Instead of
Yeah,
jumping
it is.
over me, yeah, listen, because I'm telling you exactly what happened. We paid GRF a sum of money. Yeah. That money went to GRF. It was a check to GRF. I can't remember what it was. It was 285, 185, 200, whatever it was. It was
It's
about
probably to rent the room. That's what I'm trying to
It
go
was
with.
effectively to rent the room, grandfathered in a number. Yeah. And we played Laguna Woods a number, which was $225 all told.
When you said Laguna Woods, you paid the Bridge Club?
The Bridge Club separately.
Why?
At this moment in time, we've got permission through the Bridge Club, not the Unit 525 renting that room, the Bridge Club. The
They
only
shouldn't have anything to do with it because you're dealing with the room
The
reservation
only
with
fee-
GRF.
Okay, like, let's not talk over each other. The only fees we can possibly incur, are the Bridge Club coming to us saying, you had 40 people, that's 10 tables, of those 40 people, 20 were guests, you owe us $100 for GRF. That is what might happen. The Bridge Club has not asked us for any money. GRF cannot come to us for any money because we're not running it. The Bridge Club is the
There's a fault flaw in that, Ellis. We've
it's
never
separate section.
We've never taken any kind of inventory of how many are members, residents, and how many are non-residents in running a unit game. So we don't have
Correct.
those numbers.
We never have in the past.
Right.
We never have in the past, and I have a feeling, that if we don't take it during the day, because I'm not taking it, if Laguna Woods Bridge Club wants to sit there and say, you're this, you're this, you're that, then, I doubt anyone is going to be doing this. And as a director, or as the person there taking the money, or you can actually ask, are you residents or guests? We're not changing our accounting from residents or guests. Everyone's paying the same amount of money, which again covers this problem. We're not giving them a discount for being members of thingy.
Right. We have a fixed rate for this unit, this unit game.
In the past, we had it all at $10. Now we're just charging $8 flat. Again, things are different. I've got no idea what the future will be, but I would like to be able to start running unit games again because this unit becomes meaningless if we just run 2 sectionals a year.
We need a connection to GRF either through Laguna Woods or directly, but we need to find out what GRF is going to do.
And my guess is do not talk to Ginny Blitzman.
Right. Okay. Fine.
Do not, because it's just A, it's pointless, B, it will create a fight, and C, Ginny Blitzman is not.
Who we need.
Ginny Blitzman may well deal with GRF on
Yeah.
day-to-day matters, but when it comes to the club needs to book something, that's the president of the board.
Yeah. What we need is somebody who's friendly with GRF. The only person I know is John Luby.
John Luby's trying to help the best he can.
Yeah.
Moving right along, but because we didn't actually touch on this point. What I would say was, I'll send out an email, but are we going to defer deciding starting on earlier games until we know exactly what it costs us from this game?
Like to defer from earlier games, hoping that we can move forward and have the extra 2 hours once a month.
The earlier games are defined by what GRF is willing to open that club for.
Yeah,
They-
correct.
Right.
That's, so we can leave that until, until.
Are we talking about unit run earlier games or
Yeah,
what?
the unit game. So somebody has to contact the recreation department and see if they can get staffing to open it later. They
That's
are
what we've been
open for-
doing.
We've been trying,
Okay,
been working on that.
We got it for this, month, and we're hope to get it for next month, but they're doing it on a month-to-month basis for us.
so what
So
time is this month?
the only question is,
It's 12:30, yeah,
On this Sunday?
yeah.
we
I
can
haven't
run
seen
games
any
as long as
advertisements.
we're out of there by 2:00. The question is, do we want to run those games knowing that some months we will be out of that, we will have to leave by 2:00, and we'll probably only know that on a month-to-month basis.
Well, we're gonna need to kind of, for the unit games, what we are gonna have to, is we can't fluctuate constantly,
Exactly.
right? And also, I think one of the reasons about why 12:30 has worked well is people can come in and they get a free lunch. Okay, and it
Oh, we
kind
can
of
give them
comes
free
in at the time at lunchtime and then be able to play bridge. So I think we should strive to be able to kind of keep it at that time. I think it works well for people.
I agree that we should try to keep it that way.
Right. And if not, we'll do the best that we can, I guess. Okay. So,
I mean, one of the reasons unit games are always later because people go to church on Sundays. Like, I understand. Like,
Mhm.
we're trying the best. COVID changed many things.
right.
Okay, without trying to step on your toes, I just want to understand. We're having a game, the Flyers, there's 11:45. Ellis insisted that there be a pregame lecture. So Nunzu.
I did.
You did. You made me. I wasn't gonna do it. So you made me. But I just want to have it straight. You're gonna make up the boards, you're gonna direct, or you're gonna call Alan? Are you gonna call Alan to see if he wants to come direct the game?
No, I don't want to pay.
Well,
I thought Ellis said he's directing the first game.
Well, he
The
was.
truth
going
of the
to-
matter is, I'm not going to be playing. I've got an online game running at the same time. It's not a problem. Yeah, it's easier for me to direct.
But we need players. Who's gonna
Well, I
eat
think
the
those
cheap
ones-
lunch that Cookie and I are gonna buy?
I'll get another flyer out this week, another email blast, and we'll start making phone calls.
I
Okay.
haven't seen one flyer yet. Where was it?
I sent you a flyer.
On
I've
the
sent
unit
it out.
game? On the unit game, I never saw it. Sorry.
yeah, I saw something on the unit game.
I
And Jean
sent- I
sent it out. Didn't you send it out, Jean?
I sent it out, yeah, to 1,400 current members. So
Yeah.
if you're a current member, you
Hello,
should've got
one
it.
second. Oh,
You don't have to leave.
I've got a man behind me staining my door.
Staining the doors. All right, so Ellis is gonna bring his own bridge mates, the boards, and we can use their bidding boxes, and you're gonna
Lunch.
bring your own computer.
Lunch.
All right. Let's move forward.
Well, you're doing the lesson. Who's doing the lunch?
I said Cookie and I are doing the lunch.
Oh, Cookie and you were doing the lunch? Fine. That's the unit game covered.
But we need volunteers to help set up.
Oh,
Nunzio will help if he's
Well,
there.
like I said, if I get a game, rest assured I'll be there early.
I could be there an hour early.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Let's move forward.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, forward was basically the future unit games. We've kind of put that on hold until
Well, I
we
have issues with the sectional.
sectional.
They won't give us
They
permission.
won't give us the date for the summer NLM section.
So we need to really work. I talked to John Luby in length. He said he's gonna try to work on it with Bill to get them to allow us to use the room for the Saturday, Sunday for the summer sectional. I've gotten several emails. Is there a hotel nearby? People are interested in playing. I can't make up a schedule or flyer or anything unless I know we have a room. I don't want to go back to, which we could, back to the bowling alley. I don't even know if they're free, because every time I ask them for it, they give it to us and then I cancel them because Laguna Woods gives us the room. So I would like to know if we want to cancel the sectional. Do we want to still give them another couple weeks to give us permission? I need to know what to do because the ACBL is on my case for not having a flyer. I can't do a flyer if I don't know the times and the dates where we're having it. That's number one. Number two, I moved our February sectional to January because of Super Bowl.
Do we have
still-
permission from that from
We
GRF?
don't, we had permission from the Bridge Club, but I don't have, but we're trying not to go through GRF. We're trying to do everything through the Bridge Club, remember? Not getting GRF's permission.
But the club needs to go to GRF to get the permission for this.
Right.
And
so-
if they just leave it like Robert left it, yes, it will be all right. I know everyone or whatever. Or because they don't know.
Well, I can only do one thing at a time. I'm telling you, I told
No,
Bill,
no,
I
Margie,
sent him the email, I
Margie,
told Bill Shane.
Margie,
Dates, okay?
you have to
But
do all the one thing at a time.
I'm just telling you that I told Bill about those dates. I sent an email. I got permission from the ACBL, which I had to get a sanction. I had to get permission first from the ACBL to change our dates, okay? Because everybody has locked up. You can't have the same dates as everybody. So I got their permission. So I'm okay on my end as tournament chair, but I need help.
But you basically, we need Bill Shane with you to go into GRF, make an appointment, and say, "This is the problem."
I'll have to look for it. I'll call you right back. I can't find it where I thought it was.
I can't, you can't solve this by yourself because GRF won't be listening to you. You know?
It's the recreation department that needs to listen to us.
But I don't care who it is. Yeah. You have the permission for that date. You want to move that date to that date. We need to get this.
I just thought I'd tell the unit
But
that
Bill needs to go
changed
with
the
you.
date.
So get hold of Bill.
Okay.
Say, this is the date we're going. This is when we're going. I can't.
Okay, who's responsible?
You want me to go with Bill?
Organize this.
I will.
Okay, good. She's good friends with Bill. Let her do it.
Okay.
I'll go with Bill. I'll go to the recreation department and push our way through GRF if I can.
Okay, Gail, I'm gonna send you the dates.
But I don't
of
know what
all
I'm
the-
asking for.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the dates. I'll send you the information of what you're asking for, okay?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, whenever.
We have to somehow we have to get approval to be able to open that club on Sundays and
Okay.
staff it. And that's the push.
Okay,
So it isn't
Good.
just the unit game, it's for anybody, but we're gonna try and get that to happen this year. There's no excuse anymore.
I appreciate that.
I don't even see why they can't staff Saturday. They staff so many other clubs on Saturday. They have tons of other.
What do you
clubs
want?
that are open.
You want Saturday and Sunday, don't you?
Yeah,
Yes. But
And you
just
want
for
it
that
from
club.
what time to what time?
well, for the sectionals, there's like 9 to 5, about 9 to
Isn't there-
5:30.
And the
Isn't there a
unit games?
Korean?
Unit games, we needed from like, the morning's not a problem. We needed till like 4:30, by the time we clean up, we needed, right?
We know the
Or
unit
like
game.
5
We need
o'clock.
normal club times. Yeah, 9 till 4:30 latest.
All right, now there is one issue. They have a standing church thing on
We don't
Sunday
even-
mornings on the other side, from what I
Right.
understand.
Right, that doesn't affect us.
On the unit game, does it affect you on the unit game?
No,
Okay, that's what I needed to know. So
Well,
we just
and-
need
But
them
the,
to
the
extend, the-
church is out by 2 o'clock.
we don't care if they're on the other side of the club. Is
right,
that correct?
correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
That's
just
what I,
that
so
it-
what we're asking for is the bridge side of the club on Sunday from 9 till 4 or 5, not
Right.
5, probably 9 to 4.
No,
And
because we have to clean up, so it's,
Yeah,
it
4:30,
ends up
5
being
o'clock.
about 4:30.
9 to 5.
9 to, well, 10 to 5:30, 4:30, 10 to.
What
4.
have, what is the latest you've had it before? Because that's where the hiccup will be.
We've had it till 5 o'clock.
5
before,
o'clock.
But on the sectionals, we've had it till 6 o'clock.
But you're not looking for that now.
I'm looking for that for the August sectional.
All right, write out what you want, Margie, and I'll
Okay.
go, Bill.
Okay. All right, good.
We'll make an appointment to do it.
All right.
And this Sunday's unit game, how many people have signed up or don't they pre-sign?
They don't pre-sign.
Okay.
Nunzia, you want to play with Steve Smolin? He's coming into town, staying at our house. You want a paying client, I know.
Yeah, like I said, it's expensive for me to do that.
Well, I just thought you might like playing with Steve Smolin.
No, like I don't have problem playing with Steve, that kind of deal. But it would kind of be nice for Steve to be playing with somebody else, okay, instead of the two of us getting together, that kind of deal. So,
All right.
So, like I said, I'm
playing with Cookies, so.
right. Hey, you guys play periodically. I think that's great. You can walk to the club. I'm
All right,
almost 6 miles
what's
away.
next? What's next? Gail, who are you playing with?
You tell me.
Okay. All right. Ellis, next.
All right.
Okay.
What's next?
I think that's it. I think we've covered it.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I thank everyone for their time and for their continued service. It's possible that we, as a unit, not having a sunshine chair, should probably send both Robert and Al
Goodbye letters.
a card in thanking them for their
Thanking
service.
them for their service.
I have a question, if I
I
may.
think it's a good idea.
Yes. yes.
And I nominate Cookie to be in charge of that. Or Margie.
What am I in
No,
charge of?
Cookie, don't worry, it's easy. On our ride to the Bridge Club today, I'll explain what you're going to do.
Okay, if you say so.
Well, we probably need to get the person with the nicest handwriting as it goes. But
You
Has
said-
Apart from
anybody?
that,
There is one.
I nominate.
Gail
Cookie,
has a
I
question.
seconded,
Gail
that's
can't get a word
Gail
in
has
there.
a question.
yes.
Thank you, Margie. Has anybody asked John Luby or Bill Shane or both to be on this board? And if so,
Yes.
if they,
Bill Shane is invited by matter of course. I invite the club president to every single one of
all
them.
right. And he said,
John Luby, as an ex-president of this board, is invited as a matter of course as
and they said,
Uh,
John doesn't want to be back on the board at the moment.
yeah,
And
but
we could
as an ex-member, he gets emeritus status on the board, so he can actually come to any board meeting that he
Yeah,
wants.
but he's not actually invited.
He
Physically.
might well be interested, but that's how it works. I would like
Okay.
Dick Gerald to come to these meetings because he's.
Now, I have one more
mind.
issue.
He knows
Yes.
more things than he
One
knows.
more issue. I have McKinney medals still sitting on my desk. And I don't have any certificates. I can mail these out with a cover letter if that's what we should do. But they're overdue by 2 months.
Well, maybe we'll have to work with the club to get the club to give them out.
Maybe
Yeah.
we have to work a little more in conjunction with the club on almost everything, from what I hear.
Well,
Yeah.
we try
I-
to work with the club. It's about them not wanting to work with us.
No, that was
Let's-
old
let's-
news. How about today with the new board and
Yeah,
a more positive direction?
Well, I
Yeah.
gave out some certificates that I had and some of the pins, if you, Gene, if you want to bring them to the unit game, Gene, and put them in they took away our box, but I think I had it put back. You know, we had a Saddleback unit box and a place on the
Yeah.
billboard. And they took away our spot on the billboard, but Bill said that we can use this other spot. So if you bring them and we have the pins, we might be able to have them pass them out if you bring them on Sunday. I
okay,
mean, we can leave them in the box so that they can be put out. to
distributed,
other
they
yeah.
be-
people.
Can the McKinney winners be recognized? I remember the days when, and I haven't seen that. Well, I haven't been there in a while.
Well, that's also because we had big meetings, but there wasn't anybody, you know, at the meetings. We had meetings, you know, because of COVID, there hasn't been handing out certificates and pins, is what I'm saying.
Right,
Well, I think the bridge players, the bridge room is filled more with newer players and B players today than A players, in my observation.
Well, that's good, though.
And they need to be educated. I don't think they know diddly squat about what the unit is. That's not my job, but I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh, you want us to talk to the newer players about coming? Well, you said you mentored yesterday. Did Linda mention the unit game to them? I told her to.
No, that was just a game. There was, not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm
I
aware
didn't
of.
hear
But
anything. I was there yesterday, I didn't hear anything.
I specifically told Linda to have them come, you know, invite them to the unit game.
Well, that may be, but I think that has to be a microphone thing by whoever. Maybe you have to go there on every day of the game and make
Well,
an,
I'll be there tomorrow.
so make an announcement
I will.
with your pretty smile. All right, I'm done.
Yes, dear.
Ciao, everybody.
Okay, I bring this meeting to a close. Thank you very much for their time. Second for that motion.
Second,
Second it.
Meeting is closed. I can stop recording.
Hope to see you guys on Sunday.